Hello, this is Kimberly Bass Seaton coming at you, also known as AsKimovation, and my purpose in life is to motivate you to embrace life so that you can be empowered to make improvements in your life as needed. And today I am bringing you the first episode of AsKimovation. And this is a program that I've developed whereas you can send me an email and or a message on Instagram and Facebook and ask me any question that you would like to help you to be motivated. Now keep in mind, I am not a therapist nor a counselor, and so I can't help you in those ways, but I can definitely help answer some questions that can help you to be motivated in this thing that we call life. So I got my first question, my first entry, and I want to read it to you, and then I will give you the advice that I gave to this person. Now, just so you know, they emailed me, I emailed them back with personal advice, and then I got permission from them to create a video to help them as well as you to be able to navigate through this issue if it's also one of yours. So I'm going to briefly read their letter. Dear Kim, I'm so proud of the work you're doing to fulfill your dreams, and I'm writing to you to ask for advice on how I can start on the path of fulfilling my own dreams and becoming the chief controller in the corporation that I work for. I am on the career path for that position, but over the last 2 years, I had to witness seeing other colleagues who started at the same time as me being promoted to 2 levels above me since we've started, and I have yet to be promoted. And based on feedback from upper management, I am producing high quality of work, but I keep getting passed up for promotions. I'm hesitant to ask why because I don't want to come off as angry. And so my question is, since you know me pretty well, can you tell me what you think is keeping me left behind? And I know you will be honest, but please spare a sister's feelings. Laugh out loud. Give it to me straight, but not raw. Never mind, just tell me. Laugh out loud. Thanks and love you, your friend. All right. So I sent them an email, and I just want to kind of summarize to you what I said to them. Basically, what I said to them is that being promoted in a job, it's not up to your supervisor. It's 100% up to you. And I learned this lesson a while back from a good friend of mine. And it's been about 10 years ago. A good friend of mine shared this advice with me. She said that it's not my supervisor's responsibility to make me promotable. Only I can do that. And here's some steps. The first thing that I advise my friend to do is to sit down and talk to her supervisor and ask her to explain the promotion path. And then once she's explained it, ask them if she currently is aligned to that path, meaning is she aligned to the steps that are needed to take in order for her to be promoted. And then I told her, based on what her supervisor tells her, to use that advice to either get on the path or continue on the path that she's on and to continue the work. So of course, I'm not certain what the supervisor will say, and I won't even begin to assume, but I know this person, as they stated, and here's some things that I told her that she should consider. Number 1, I told her to make sure that she's checking her attitude every single day. Make sure that she has an attitude of gratitude, which will pour over into an attitude whereas people will want to work with her, people will want to advance her, people will want to see her do things. If she has an ungrateful attitude, or an attitude, as we would say, you got an attitude, those are people that they're not promotable. Those are people that people are like, okay, well, I don't have a reason to fire you, but I'll just keep you where you are until you decide that you want to go, but we're not going to reward you by moving you up. So I just told her, check her attitude, make sure that she's leaving all the personal stuff in the car when she gets to work or on the train, however your mode of transportation is, leave that outside the door when you come into the job. The second thing I advised her to do is to check her skill set and to make sure that she's ready to move to the next level. So let's say, for instance, in her job, she wants to be it's a accounting type of a firm. She wants that. So, you know, are you advanced in your Excel skills? Are you advanced in your accounting skills? Do you know the policies and procedures and everything that the people in the next level are familiar with in order for you to move there? If you're not, then that's a part of your game plan to learn that, to be able to move into that position. Another piece of advice that I got from another friend is, if you want to be promoted, go and look for the job position, the job description for the position that you want to be in, and then use that job description as a checklist for all of the different skills. So if there's 10 different skills on there, but you're only great at 2 of them, then you know you have to work more. So a lot of people think, oh, I'm doing a lot of work. But if you're not doing the work of the next position, then you're only doing a lot of work in your position, your current position. The third thing that I advise for her to do is to check herself. Does she have the ability to both lead and follow? Many people are like, I'm a leader, but a good leader is also somebody that can follow. So if you have a team of people, or the next position calls for you to be a manager, then you have to understand that being a manager is more than just telling people what to do, assigning people work to do, making sure that the boxes are checked off. A leader also is someone that can listen to their team and get advice, or have a better understanding of how the processes and procedures are for them on their level, and to be able to make effective changes. And also, the last thing that I advised her to do is to check her listening and communication skills. So a lot of folks listen to respond. People listen to you to respond. Oftentimes people are listening, but they are calculating what they're going to say next. And so while your brain is probably brilliant in many ways, no doubt, most of our brains are not at the capacity where we can listen to what the other person is saying, calculate what we're going to say next, and also fully take in what they're saying. You're going to miss something. I don't care how smart you are. You're going to miss something to what that person is saying. And then oftentimes what you're calculating to say next, they may be saying it to you and you don't even hear them. So you have to have active listening skills, whereas you are fully engaged to what the person is saying. You're not coming up with what your reaction or your response is going to be. And those are skills that are top notch. You can be a surgeon, and you could be the best surgeon in the world, but if you don't have great listening skills, those things will not allow you to be at your best. And so being able to listen and communicate effectively, both written as well as verbally, are some of the top skills that any employer is looking for. So should she be looking for her supervisor to promote her? Absolutely not. What she needs to do is work to be promotable. So if, when you go to your supervisor and you say, hey, I'm ready to be a promotion, here's what I've been doing. I have tightened up my skills on Excel or PowerPoint, or whatever the program or software that your the next position will use. I have improved my communication skills by taking some listening courses, by being an active listener. I have I have improved my ability to be a leader by doing blah, blah, blah. Don't just go to your supervisor and say, I work so hard. I'm the first one here and the last one to leave, so I feel like I could be promoted. It don't work that way. So what you want to do is make sure that you have a plan of action in place, whereas you can spell out everything that you've done to come to a point where you're ready to ask your supervisor if you can be considered for the next position. And if that supervisor says that, well, no, I don't think you're still ready, ask them, what more do I need to get ready to that? And if that response is not where you feel like it should be at this time, then it might be time for you to seek other employment. It might be a time for you to seek other companies that would appreciate your skill set where you are at this moment. So that was the advice that I gave her. This is my first edition. This one is a little late. I got this letter about a week ago, but things have been quite hectic for him. And but I hope to be able to send you a response once a week. If you have a question that you want to ask me, feel free to email me at KimberlyBass@AsKimovation.com. That's KimberlyBass@Kimovation.com. I will respond to your message personally and ask you for permission to be able to respond on video. As you can see, I make it anonymous, and I'm not going to put you out there and put your business out there. But this is something that I enjoy doing. It's a gift for me. And like I said before, I want to motivate you to be empowered, to make improvements and changes in your life that you need. Y'all have a great day. Take care. Keep moving. Keep it grooving. And keep your life improving. Take care.